Pawow's not just about dancing. It's a way to be together. My mom, she won't miss it, will she?
Your mom ever missed a powwow? She'll be there.
That's a look at Fancy Dance, a new film that sheds light on missing and murdered Indigenous women. After her sister's disappearance, Jax becomes her niece Roki's sole caretaker. While continuing to look for their lost loved one, they manage to find themselves while preparing to dance at an upcoming powwow.
All right, and two of the stars of the film, Academy Award nominee Lily Gladstone and Isabel DeRoy-Olson, join us now.
Welcome to the morning show.
Hello, thank you for having us.
It is our pleasure.
Hello,
Lily, hi. Lily, I'm going to begin with you. There are so many nuanced parts to the story, starting with the relationship shared between your characters. Can you tell us more about the bond that your characters share?
Yeah, it's a very, this whole film is a love letter to matrilineal love. You know, Erica wanted to create with me, Shiana, this story, this love story between an aunt and a niece, which we don't get. But when you're from an Indigenous community, that so many of our nations are matrilineal, are matrilocal, are just centered on the woman. Seneca Cayuga so much linguistically even favors the feminine. So having this connection between these two characters also echoes this, since time immemorial, legacy of matrilineal kinship and knowledge and joy carrying us through the generations. And Isabel and I, just as Lily and Isabel, had such a natural chemistry and understanding of each other. We have a lot of the same foundations that make up the makeup of who we are. Ironically, both classically trained ballerinas. We also both come from Sundance cultures. We both participate in Sundance, which kind of gives you a certain way of moving through the world and understanding the world. But we just have a very natural, intuitive mirroring motion with each other that's lent itself so well to just, you know, you have this familial connection with somebody that's not spoken in words, it's shown in how you exist with each other. So.
And Isabel, as a young Indigenous artist yourself, how inspiring is Lily's work and just the incredible year that she's had?
It's amazing, you know, to be lucky enough to be so close with Lily. You know, we're like family, and, you know, nobody deserves it more than her. She's the most genuine and generous person I've ever met. And, you know, the work that she's doing is so, so important. You know, we've been talking a lot about how important representation is and how important it is to be able to see yourself represented in media. And that's something that neither of us really had growing up, even though, you know,
we're snippets here and there.
Yeah, I had very few shows and movies to watch and say, that's me. And, you know, that's something that Fancy Dance does so well, because there's so many people represented in it. There's young women, and we're destigmatizing women's bodies, and we're talking about Indigenous lives and queer lives. And I think that what Lily's doing in her work is just so admirable and something that I strive to follow in.
Oh, you're next. I mean, the whole process of, I guess, this last year for me, and then just being an auntie. I'm at that point in my life where I'm the auntie now. It's about kicking the door open and holding it open so people like Isabel can walk through it. You know, she's such a gift.
Lily, we're not done with you yet, okay? You just had an epic year. We're getting a lot more from you as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, actually, Under the Bridge, which I think maybe is in Canada now. Anybody who has seen it, if you haven't watched it, Isabel plays young me in that series as well. And that's a familiar story to Canadians. It's the story of Rena Verk. But we were shooting Fancy Dance when I was auditioning for that. And one of the big reasons I wanted to take the meeting in the first place was knowing that I would be filming in Vancouver, where she lives. So when we wrapped Fancy Dance, I was like, oh, I'll see you in a month. I'll be back in a month. It eased the separation anxiety I was already having while we were still making the movie.
All right. Well, Fancy Dance streams globally on Apple TV Plus this Friday. Lily and Isabel, congratulations on the film, and thank you so much. Appreciate it this morning.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.